So I want to say namaste to our family of light. We are now streaming live, both on Zoom and on the and on Facebook Live. Baba Sharon here. There are many people who do look for this at around this time and join us live, but more people do connect this later on. All around the world. And so whenever this reaches you, just know that we're beyond time and space when we do this. And the time that comes to you is the perfect time. So I first of all want to remind myself to say this all the time. First of all, getting some stuff out of the way. If somebody is interested in being part of the actual transmission meditation, which is the anchoring light transmission meditation, it takes place every Monday at 6:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've been doing this for 15 years. Okay, so every Monday without fail. And it is a directive, a divine directive, you could say. And so anybody is welcome to be a part of it, to share their light and to experience this together, sort of like the gathering of the light tribe. And we work with the ascended realms of light, and we do some amazing things in terms of bringing peace and healing and harmony to the planet and beyond the planet too. We're not just limited to the planet. So if you have an interest, simply look on our Facebook page, Cosmic Center Spiritual Light Facebook page, look for Anchoring Light, Baba Sharon. And once you click that and you register, then you'll be able to be a part of the Zoom for the full meditation. But right now, what we usually do and have in the past, before COVID, when people gathered over here, to the center itself, which is located in Sarasota, Florida, is that we always had a chat. And it seems that that little chat was just part of a, I don't know, spiritual socialization part of things. And so we've continued to do that as we move forward in the new technology, which I will say the Ascended Masters from years and years ago, those have been here with us for a long, long time. Remember, they had said way back when, use the tools of Aquarius. That's what they said. Use the tools of Aquarius, which of course is the technology we're doing. And like anything else, it could be good, bad, or indifferent. Obviously, the family of light use it for empowerment, for peace, for healing, for upliftment. Okay, we know there's other things that can be used for, but we're not concerned with that. We're just staying very focused in the upliftment of what this tool is being used for humanity. So I want to talk about tomorrow, okay, which is a special date, of course. Those who study numerology, that's connected to astrology, that's connected to astronomy. There's all these things that are connected. Everything is sort of interconnected. So it's just like, what language do you choose to speak? It's like you can have all these different modalities, but most certainly numbers play a very important role. Mathematics is a high spiritual science. And so when you have an understanding of numbers, you have an important key to the universe. Most certainly, I want to talk about like the number 33, for example. Tesla was Nikola Tesla, not the Tesla company, but Nikola Tesla, which many of you would be aware of who he is. If you're not, check him out. Nikola Tesla, way ahead of his time. He had said he had gotten a lot of information and his ability to be able to transcend this earth frequency and go into other levels interdimensionally and speak to, beings that had some information, which is how he did a lot of his inventions that we are using today. Of course, with Nikola Tesla, if you know the story behind it, his information was suppressed. Come in, have a seat, just move your stuff, have a seat. And one of the things that we want to be mindful of is that as we move forward, just like you have people in the past that had things that want to help humanity, Tesla was going to usurp the oil industry. And so that's why he was shut down. He was, okay. We have the Rife machine. Okay, the Rife machine was way back when. Everybody's talking about energetic medicine. Well, Dr. Rife did this, what, 60 years ago, 75 years ago? He was shut down. Okay, but guess what? We are all together, the family of light, still prevail, still move forward. Can't stop us. Okay, if one goes down, there's another one to carry up, and we uplift each other. And so here we are with energetic medicine that's coming from tachyon to many other modalities, but it's not new. It's not new. It's just that now that we've been holding space, that these healing technologies, these divine gifts that were given to us, well, our ancients had it, can now resurface and come and make a difference in the world. There is so much opportunity for us in terms of what we can do for our planet. There is technology and guidance to take care of the environment. So, a lot of times we can say, oh my goodness, look what's happening to the world. And yeah, there's some stuff there that looks depressing, but at the same time, there's some amazing things with technologies that can clean up the environment, that can do so many different things in a very positive way. So no matter what, it is so important that we keep that vibration up. Sometimes we need to come together like this anchoring light to support one another. We know what it's like in the world. It could be bang, 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 like Tesla and all the others, but you have somebody there that can help to buoy you up. That's why it's good to be part of a tribe. We all support each other, we all help each other, and we all trigger each other. And we are each other's students, and we are each other's teachers. So being with a tribe, Jesus didn't come and do it by himself. He had 12. Okay, you had the Bodhisattvas that were there with the Buddha and others, because it's not about one, it is the group collective that matters. So let me tell you about tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be February 22nd, which is 2/2/2022. Okay, so we have a bunch of twos that are coming in. And why is this significant? Well, most certainly you could look at what the number 2 separates. I like to say the 2 is the perfect balance, it's the polarities, it's keeping those two things. And that's part of how you read the Hermetic principles. The polarities has its place in this creation and how to keep that balance. The 3 helps to keep the balance, which is the Trinity. But the 2/2/22 is also when these numbers come together, it creates, if something is special about the numbers in sequence, like the master numbers like 22, 11, 33, and so forth. It's something about it that's connected on many, many higher aeons, that there's always an adjustment and movement. You do realize that our planet is like a spaceship traveling, I forget how many billion miles per second. You do understand that we are moving throughout space, that the universe is that, okay, we don't know it, but we are traveling quickly and fast. Also too, my understanding, you remember the photon belt from years ago, the photon belt, that was a really big deal. We're in it. We are in the photon belt. Many years ago, it was like, oh, one day we'll be in the photon belt. Well, we are in that photon belt now. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on, the sun and the activity now more with the sun than ever before. Schumann resonance is just going off of all kinds of things are going on right at the moment. And so because things are accelerating and are so powerful, we can embrace mathematics, the language of mathematics, to say, stop a second, 2022, we're not going to have 3, okay, 2033 for a long time. All right. So this is very special to use these 2s to make a connection into the interdimensional aspects of who we are, because it's more potent. And when there's this adjusting going on, what happens is when there's a connection that goes zoop. That's why we do the solstices. That's why we do the equinoxes, because there's a shifting, and it's like playing chess on 50 dimensional levels. So this move is connected to move here, this connected to move here. In the Pistis Sophia, they speak of Jesus the Christ making an alignment to make sure the perfect timing and things had to go, not just for us, and all the different aeons up there. Everything had to be just right to bring things together. So this is not a new concept. So the idea that we have a special day tomorrow because of the numerology means that we can use its power. That's what it means. We could use this power. And what are we going to use the power for? We're going to use the power for upliftment, for healing, for peace. Okay. And one of the things that we're going to do tomorrow here at the Cosmic Center, and it was, things get busy. We know what life is like. You want to do something. Next thing you know, it's the time to do it because 2 billion other things were going on. But we're going to have a little ceremony here, okay, at physically at the center tomorrow to dismantle those thought forms of war. Okay, right here at the center tomorrow. We said, what can we do on this special portal? Well, we could go ahead, dismantle the thought forms of war that is always being worked on by the powers that be. I want to say there's 2 fronts. It's not just one. Okay, you have to see what's going on here, but there's something that's going back here. I want to say there's not one, it's 2. So those 2 forces that are coming in, the lower thought forms that want to bring chaos and suffering and balance, that's what they want. We're going to say no. We have to keep on showing up, of course, because it's until we have the ascension, the powers that be are going to be holding on to the last minute and try to shift things. I don't know if there's going to be a split into the ascension or to the technology. Always there's a whole bunch of things going on. But what we do know and what we can say is we can hold the higher vision of the planet, use the names of God as one of the techniques. It's just an easy technique to use, just as how Moses used it, like your abracadabra and open sesame. When you start to know the ancient knowledge, where the ancient knowledge is coming forward once again, well, what do you think the masters of light did? Okay, they had a knowledge of mathematics and astrology and how the celestial bodies work and what kind of portals open up and what is the most auspicious time and all of that. Well, we're doing the same thing too. We're doing the same thing. So whether you can physically come to the center or not, I want to share with you what each and every person can do tomorrow on February 22nd, 2022. First of all, you become aware that it's a very special day because that way you're engaged. You automatically come into an awareness. In your awareness, you're going to say, I'm affirming peace. And right by yourself, connected with the hearts and minds of people all around the world who want peace. Why? Don't you think most of the people on the planet want peace? Who's like, gee, let's get up, family. Let's just have a war. Let's cause suffering. No, it's a manipulation that's happening, not even on our government level. It's not even on that level. And it's on a much higher level. Okay, so we are aware, and we can say, because we remember that we are powerful co-creators and our thoughts have power. And now more than ever, we can say on this special day, wherever you are, you just stop a moment and say, I am seeing, affirming, commanding, sensing peace on earth. What's going on the European side of the continent, what's going on the Asian side of the continent, that any nefarious thought forms of war, I'm dismantling that. No, no, no. And you could do it any way you want. I always draw the circle with the slash. I've been doing that for years. I'm like, nope, that's what I do. That's not happening, not on our watch. Yes, you are that powerful. So whether you're wherever you may be, on your own, by yourself, or with a group, it doesn't matter. If you just do it, you yourself, and just say, I'm going to put my thoughts. Energy follows thought. Remember that. Energy follows thought. Thought forms are real. They're really real. And you can, if you don't understand it, you can Google it. Now everything's on Google, but you can find what thought forms are. And so they have not yet anchored, okay, their potential still, as they are floating around the ethers of the planet. And so we can we can bring the energies in, okay, through our thoughts, see that negative thought form and impinge it with a higher thought form of peace. Do you know we have that ability? Alchemy is real. Alchemy is 100% real. So I just want to say to everybody, happy 2/22/22 tomorrow. Remember who you are as powerful, powerful co-creators, as magnificent spiritual beings of light. Remember the power that you hold. Remember who you are. And you could stop and say no to those negative thought forms that only want to keep us in war and chaos and suffering. The time of the ascension is upon us. We are in the time of Noah. Wake up, remember who you are, and report for duty. So with that, I'm going to say namaste to our family of light. See you next time. Baba Sharon.